I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not set aside the grace of God. For if righteousness came by the law, then Christ died in vain. But I'm alive, both spiritually and physically, to bear witness that Christ did not die in vain. Shout glory. You may take your seats. This morning we're going to talk about the transitory world, the mind, breath, fire, and opening of Yeshua. The mind, breath, and fire. The opening of or from Yeshua. And I was giving this example to my daughter. I said, my name is Will Arthur Wheat. And if I'm walking down the street and you want to get my attention, and you say, hey, Raymond. Yo, Raymond. Hey, Raymond, you hear me talking to you? Raymond. Raymond. I would not turn around because that's not my name. That's not what my mama named me. You might call my name in a language I don't understand, that I don't speak, but I won't answer because it's not my name. So I've learned to use Yeshua's name. That's his name. When he was born, there was no J sound, so his name was not Jesus. That name is adopted and given to him by some plagiarists who have plagiarized the word and teaching that he taught for over 2,000 years, and we have become hypnotized by this plagiary and accustomed, because it's more familiar to us, to say Jesus, as though there's some magic behind the name. Jesus never told you to pray in his name. He says, have this mindset. Have the same mind, the same premise, the same understanding that I have. And as my prayers are answered, so will yours. Yeah. And then he went on and encouraged them to pray. He says, so that you know that the Father hears you like he hears me. I've taught you how to pray. I taught you how to pray in relationship and not in distance. All right. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Are y'all listening? Yes. Are you teachable? Yes. It's very important to be teachable. That means you don't come with an already made up mind. You come to be taught. You come to hear. It's not about agreement. It's about teaching you the truth. And sometimes the truth is not popular. All right. Yeshua's message wasn't popular. And those who are called by him to teach his message will receive the same reception to themselves in ministry as he did to himself in ministry. All right? So in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, it says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That means transformation does not begin by escaping the world. It begins by refusing to let the world become the architect of your inner life. The transitory world is the world of passing forms, fear, pressure, personality, status, shame, approval, injury, and survival. These things are real experiences, but they are not our deepest identity. They come and go. They shape the outer self, but they were never meant to govern the inner person. Paul tells us to be transformed by the renewing of the mind. Then in Philippians chapter 2, verse 5 through 7, he says, "Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus." The mind of Christ is not merely religious thinking, it is a way of seeing, being, and living from union with God. Yeshua did not live from ego, fear, or reputation. He made himself of no reputation, took the form of a servant, and moved through the world from divine alignment. That is the foundation of this message. The transitory world trains us to live from the outside in, but Yeshua teaches us to live from the inside out. Now we're going to use some Aramaic words for you today. I will spell them because my pronunciation may not be correct, but it's the meaning behind the words, and it's the words that Yeshua spoke in his native tongue, his native language. He spoke Aramaic and not English, nor did he speak King James English. The first one is going to be Rukha. I pronounce it Ruka. And it's a word, it's two words that makes one meaning. D Kusha. That's D apostrophe Qudsha. Now this word together, it means the breath, wind, and spirit that cannot be controlled. I want y'all to hear that. It means the breath, wind, and spirit that cannot be controlled. One of the deepest ideas in the language of Yeshua is the connection between breath, wind, and spirit. The spirit is not present as something mechanical or easily controlled. The spirit moves like wind. In John chapter 3, verse 8, Yeshua says, "The wind blows where it wishes, and you hear the sound of it, but cannot tell where it comes from and where it goes. So is everyone who is born of spirit." Ooh. Boy, that'll make your cheeks smile, right? This is the meaning I draw from Ruka de Kedusha. The holy breath, the sacred wind, the spirit the spirit of divine life that cannot be stopped by the systems of the transitory world. Y'all want to hear that again? Yes. All right. The holy breath, the sacred wind, the spirit of divine life that cannot be stopped by the systems of the transitory world. This is not holiness as mere moral performance. It is a holiness as divine aliveness. It is the presence of God moving within a person until the soul becomes awake, responsive, and inwardly alive. The Spirit does not simply improve the old self. The Spirit awakens the true self. Now, the second word I want you to hear today is Nura, N-U-R-A. It means fire, light, and divine energy. Nur carries the sense of fire and light. Fire warms. Fire purifies. Fire reveals. Fire consumes what cannot remain. Uh-oh. Not you, but it'll consume what cannot remain in you. In Scripture, fire often represents the living presence of God. Moses met God in the burning bush. John the Baptist says that the coming one will baptize with the Holy Spirit and fire. In Matthew chapter 3, verse 11, on the day of Pentecost, tongues as of fire appeared upon the disciples in Acts chapter 2. So when I speak of Nura, I am speaking of luminous divine energy, the fire of God that awakens the heart, burns away false identity, and gives courage to the voice. This is not destructive fire. This is revealing fire. It does not destroy the person. It destroys the illusion that the person was ever separated from God. It destroys the illusion that the person was ever separated from God. The third word we're going to talk is the word abwoon. That's the way I pronounce it. Abwoon. Abwoon. The divine source and breath of origin. The divine source and breath of origin. When Yeshua teaches prayer, he begins with Abum, often connected to our Father. But this word can be heard with great depth. It points to source, origin, divine breath, and the one from whom life proceeds. This matters because Yeshua does not begin prayer with distance. He begins prayer with relationship. He does not say, pray to a faraway force that may or may not hear you. He teaches us to begin from belonging, Father, source, divine origin, the one from whom our life comes. This connects beautifully with Acts chapter 17, verse 28. For in him we live and move and have our being. We are not trying to manufacture divine life. We are learning to become conscious of the life in which we already live. The fourth word I want to give you to today is ephata. Ephata. Be open. This is a beautiful one. I want y'all to get all of them, but I want you to really focus on this one. Ephata. Be opened. In Mark chapter 7, verse 31 through 55, Yeshua encounters a man who is deaf and has difficulty speaking. Yeshua touches his ears and tongue, looks up to heaven, and says, Ephata, which means be opened. This is more than the healing of ears and speech. It is a sign of full human restoration. It's not that's a physical thing. That's what in the prayer said. All three levels are to be open, and all barriers from all three levels are to be removed. Not just a physical condition, but an emotional barrier needs to be open. A spiritual barrier needs to be opened. You're going to be fully human, fully alive. You can say glory anytime you want to. Many people are alive, but not open. They hear sound, but not truth. They have a voice, but not freedom. They have a body, but not full expression. Yeshua's word is direct. Be opened. Be opened in the body. Be opened in the heart. Be opened in the mind. Be opened in the spirit. Be opened to receive. Be open to express. The transitory world closes us through fear, through trauma, shame, and conditioning. The word of Yeshua opens us again. The fifth word I want you to learn, that Aramaic word, is Talitha Kuma. In King James, is Kume. And it means tenderness and authority in the same breath. Tenderness and authority in the same breath. In Mark chapter 5, verse 40 through 42, Yeshua enters a room where Jairus, whatever his name is, daughter is lying. The crowd has already accepted death as the final word, but Yeshua removes the noise, takes the child by the hand, and says, Talitha Kume. I may be pronounced that wrong, but you get the idea. Translated, little girl, I say to you, arise. This moment shows something powerful in Yeshua. Tenderness and authority are not opposites. Tenderness and authority are not opposites. Talita is tender, whom is command. He does not scream at death. He does not perform for the crowd. He takes her by the hand and speaks life. He got rid of the noise. He got rid of the crowd. See, a lot of folk want to have a witness. They want to be cheered on. The performance is for the crowd. It's for the effect on the crowd. It's for the crowd's atmosphere of anticipation. But authority don't need a witness to be authority. It just is. I've been in situations where folks were screaming and hollering. Y'all know that. Yeah. We've been there together. Screaming and hollering and shouting at the top of their voice. Simon! Come out! Come out! Come out! Come out! Screaming loud. Yeah. Ain't nothing happening. Then and now. This is the pattern of divine authority. It is not harshness. It is not domination. It is love so aligned with God that it can command life without losing tenderness. Let me say that again. Y'all want to hear that again? Yeah. This is the pattern of divine authority. Divine authority. It is not harsh. It is not domination. It is love so aligned with God that it can command life without losing tenderness. I'll say it if y'all want glory. The hand and the voice act as one. The hand and the voice act as one. When we are commanded to lay hands on people, that is to let them know they are accepted, that to let them know that they are welcomed, that to let them know that they are loved. They can feel the love through our touch. And the voice of gentle love and the hand go together. They're not opposites. They can hear in the voice what they feel in the touch. It's not you coming up for prayer and somebody popping you on the head or slapping you upside the head or pushing you down. That's not divine authority. That's show. I'll say it again. Glory. Glory. The hand says, you are loved. The voice says, arise. This is what healing often requires: compassion and command, gentleness and authority, love and movement. The sixth word, y'all are familiar with, we introduced it last week, asuta. Asuta, healing, health, and wholeness. Asuta carries a sense of health and healing. For this message, I would use it as a word for restored wholeness. Divine health flowing through the vessel that has become open. Healing is not merely a removal of pain. Healing is the return of the person to original wholeness. Yeshua's healing ministry was never only about physical symptoms. He restored people to community, dignity, identity, voice, movement, and faith. One more time. He restored people to community, dignity, identity, voice, movement, and faith. The woman with the issue of blood was not only physically healed, she was restored publicly as daughter. The blind received sight, but also direction. The lame walked, but also re-entered life. The deaf heard, the mute spoke, and the dead girl arose. This is asuta, the movement of divine wholeness through the whole person. So what do we learn today? The transitory world tells us you are what happened to you. Yeshua says, be transformed. The transitory world says, stay conformed to fear, shame, and limitation. Yeshua says, let this mind be in you. The transitory world says, your barriers are permanent. Yeshua says, Ephata, be opened. The transitory world says, what is dead will stay dead. Yeshua says, Talita, Kume, arise. The transitory world says, you are separate from the source. Yeshua teaches us to pray from Awum, divine origin, breath, and belonging. The transitory world says you are powerless. The Spirit says the wind cannot be stopped. So the teaching of Yeshua is not merely about believing better ideas. It's also about becoming a living expression of divine life. The mind is renewed, the breath is awakened, the fire is kindled, the barriers dissolved, the voice returned, the soul arises, the person becomes whole. That is the movement from conformity to transformation. That is the journey from transitory into the life of the Spirit. Glory.
Glory. Glory.
I sent it to you. I didn't tell you to have it ready, Eric. Do you have Eric? I'm calling you Eric. Adrian. The wind that never stops. Did I say? Yeah. The wind that can't even stop. Tomorrow, Sutta comes and y'all can go buy it. You can stream it tomorrow. And also, this one comes, I think, Friday or the week after it. If she can cue it up, I want y'all to hear it. This is the wind that never stops. And I got these songs from the message of these words that I have. I haven't really taught the message as much as I give you the songs. So now y'all understand the songs, where they come from. Where they come from. When you get into real, sincere meditation, you move from your head to your chest, to your heart level. You got to get out of your head and move to your heart. In that space in your heart, you will understand what the kingdom of heaven really is all about. The word kingdom sets a barrier. The word heaven gives you the idea of in the sky. So we were outside and we would look to the sky up, because heaven is supposed to be up in the sky. And no matter how far you travel up, you'll never be in the sky. So it's to awaken you that the kingdom of heavens don't have no barrier. The kingdom of heaven has no limit. It's infinite. And you are one with that infinity. You're one with that power. But you have to open your mind and remove the barriers, the little pains and hurts you feel in this temporary life, to recognize your real self. You got to come into terms with your real self and not with the limitations that this world tried to put you in, not the box it tries to keep you in. And understand you're greater than any box. So you get the term, greater is he. Come on, talk to me, y'all. Because you look into greatness, not outward toward limitations. And then your imagination takes hold of you. You can do all things here. There's all power here. It's not on the outside of you. You're in relationship with our Father. And this lie that you've ever been separated from him needs to stop. And I am not going to stop telling the truth. I don't care who stands against me, because I got the truth.
All right.
And I'd rather stand on the side of truth.
Yes, yes.
I was called by Yeshua and not by man. The revelation I have is from him and not by man. I am not looking for no man's approval to preach what I'm telling you. Either you receive it or you reject it. That's on you. I'm going to tell the truth.
Say that.
And love you anyway.
Glory.
Because our Father loves you anyway. Because love cannot be extinguished. It can't lose. It's eternal. It has no limits. It has no boundaries on it. And you are the expression of that. And by being love's expression, you find your source of energy. See, it's when you are separate from your source, when you're separate from yourself, you're tired. When you're separate from your true self, you're weary. But you can't be weary in eternity, in infinity. You can't be weary from a source that never has no end, that cannot be stopped, cannot be chained, cannot be imprisoned. And you're not going to let your form stop you from having the joy that is your eternal right. No matter what form I'm in, I'm always joy. No matter what form I'm in, I'm always love. Because it's who I am. It's not what I'm trying to do. It's who I am. It's my nature. It's your nature. It's your essence. You ready? Listen to this word on this song.
I cannot see the wind arise, but I can hear the branches cry. I feel it move across my skin. Then something wakes me up within. The leaves may dance, the curtains rise, but they don't tell the wind its size. It comes and goes, alive and free, just like the breath moving in me. If I was not born from spirit, I could not feel spirit near. But something deep inside me answers every time the breath appears. Oh, the wind cannot be stopped, the breath cannot be changed. The light is moving in my soul like holy fire through my veins. No shame can hold me down, no fear can own my mind. There's no condemnation here, only power being refined. Oh, the wind cannot be stopped, the flame is burning bright, a living breath inside my chest, a blazing conscious light. I used to pray toward distant skies, to concepts dressed in borrowed light. But now I feel you closer still, a living current, moving will. Not just a thought I try to reach, not just a word somebody preach. You are the breath beneath my breath, the life that wakes what fear left dead. So I will not bow to smallness, I will not live locked inside. I renew my mind with spirit, I let the old self step aside. The wind cannot be stopped, the breath cannot be changed. The light is moving in my soul like holy fire through my veins. No shame can hold me down, no fear can own my mind. There's no condemnation here, only power being refined. The wind cannot be stopped, the flame is burning bright, a living breath inside my chest, a blazing conscious light. Move through me, breathe through me, wake what I forgot. Burn through me, rise through me. The wind cannot be stopped. Hey, heal through me, the sound. Oh, it lifts my soul from holy ground. The wind cannot be stopped. The wind cannot be stopped. Oh, the wind cannot be stopped. The wind cannot be stopped.
And that was that's who lives in you. The Spirit of God lives. Glory? Glory, 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 glory. Well, we come to the end of our broadcast today, and I trust that y'all received something and that you can take it with you. And those watching us by video, either on Facebook or that will see this on YouTube later on, hear it again. Hear it again, because it's the doer of the word that's blessed. And remember, God has plans for your life, and none of those plans include defeat.